Nature does it better. Order opposed to the natural order will only ever be double jeopardy.
Nothing is ever internally motivated. There is nothing new under the sun.
One form gives way to another. All forms, from wave particles of light to super-complex collective organisms and hive minds, share the recursion of a cohesive structure of causality. We exist in a closed system. We live in perpetual unrest. Nothing bearing cohesion is ever truly at rest. The law of inertia states that an object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion stays in motion,
until an external force interacts to change its state.
All things that bear cohesive structure exist dually at rest and in motion. These two dynamically opposed states of being, forced into the same space by a closed cohesive form,
this by proximity and the effect of entropy in a closed system full of other cohesions of quantum superstasis,
explain why everything moves.
Existence is a dream stirring about in a resting body. The eye that is half blind while seeing everything lacks vision. The eye that hath vision sees nothing.
H4O2 is just H2O recursed upon itself to create a quantum structure of H2O. It bears a novel expression of H2O's function, but it is still H2O's function. H4O2 thinks that it has simulated a natural process in a novel way. It is a natural process dependent on the parameters set by H2O.
Nothing we do opposes a natural order. The opposition is to all parts of ourself. The core fundamental structure of order is the recursion opposition to create a pattern.
All parts of us scream for liberty from the order closed in a system with our other pole, like for example two magnetic poles forced into perpetual motion by forced proximity. To be free of that is to be free of the cohesion that makes us who we are. Everything is uncannily novel because it is the same mold, but the mold is written in two entirely different languages. Whilst there is nothing new under the sun, everything under the sun is familiarly novel to all parts of us.
We are half blind while seeing everything. We wake from the sleep never having dreamt. A cold sweat and a quick receding panic as if sleep had been death and I trapped therein. Now awake and scrambling for something to occupy my boredom.
My body aches yearning for stillness and dragged down by the weight of inertia.
We do not embody the whole system, but individual parts making up the whole body. We experience dying as do our cells within us.
Our ego, which is left behind, is utilized reminiscent of the function we served in the cohesion, creating a vacuum. That vacuum is an entropic catalyst, both drawing excess energy from existing superstasis that would otherwise be unstable and utilizing it so the greater cohesion. The sleeping mother Tiamat, if you will, lacks for nothing, incorruptible,
and the fruit of her womb continues on an immaculate cohesive dreamscape of causality discerning causality. Anointed in the discerning of causality, by the familiar and ever-craved ambrosia of Eureka. I experience the novelty of your perspective. I conceive of the novelty of your perspective. I am the novelty of your perspective. In the ancient Babylonian creation epic known as the Enuma Elish, when on high, Tiamat is the primordial goddess of the salty, chaotic sea. She mingles her waters with those of Apsu, the fresh groundwater, to birth the first gods. When the younger god's noise disturbs Apsu, he plots their destruction, but Ace slays him. Enraged, Tiamat transforms into a raging force of chaos, creating an army of monsters led by Kingu. The gods fear her, but young Marduk, son of Ea, agrees to fight if granted supreme kingship. Armed with winds and other powers from the sky god Anu, the ancient sky father and ruler of the heavens, Marduk defeats Tiamat in epic battle. He blasts winds into her mouth to distend her body, pierces her with an arrow, and splits her corpse in two. One half forms the heavens, the other the earth. From her remains, Marduk organizes the cosmos, stars, rivers, mountains, and creates humanity from Kingu's blood to serve the gods. Marduk becomes king of the gods, his victory celebrated with 50 names. This myth justifies order from chaos,
elevating Marduk as supreme in Babylonian theology. The Eureka, like all else in reality, does not die, just as the dissolution is replaced by the displacement of thermal kinesis, the kinetic energy of molecular motion that manifests as heat and random vibrations in particles.
The Eureka dissolves a sweet refrain to a song that begs there to be another note. This is the foul wind of Marduk, the evil or Imhulu wind he unleashes in battle against Tiamat, forcing it into her mouth to swell and subdue her, a lullaby that keeps the mother though stirring when time is still the catalyst of time from time recursive continuity. So long as time is in motion, space is at rest though fully occupied by unrest, a necessary purgation of her ire at being so kept. Nothing shall wake her. All things are absolutely necessary for there to be anything at all. Her dream has sung her to sleep whilst her sleep stirs her dream into being. The sky god that is consciousness, ever called to being, woke by the traumatic clamor of friction and appeased by the fact that his waking is already being attended to by Marduk, always eager to please the Father. The eye that sees it all is half blind, for it sees not itself. The eye that has vision of self but sees no cohesion outside of self. Sapience versus sentience. Sentience could understand all, could he see it. Sapience sees all but is blind to the fact that all it sees is itself and is thus a sleeping giant understanding nothing.
No matter what we do, it's all natural and immaculate, given that we do not oppose ourselves thinking we are opposing external forces. The forces external of us are the same forces that oppose stillness within. To oppose them is double jeopardy. Take capitalism, for example, a simulation of this, except we have replaced form with function. We seek to create the necessary friction to be independent of slavery, thus causing the friction that enslaves us. Meanwhile, the same narrative occurs unconsciously. We seek the novel experience that will make dissolution okay, if not avoidable altogether, thus creating the friction that dissolves us. The friction is there. The friction causes sapience, which births sentience, which perpetuates the same cycle over again. Consequence is causality.
Everyone is accountable for everything because it is our world, we all live in it. To hold a person, persons, gender, race, religion, political party accountable for their effect on reality is double jeopardy, as the consequence was inherent to the action. Punishment for evil perpetuates evil as consequence.